Hello students, welcome to JCE Connect, the Engineering Geology Lab. So today we will start with the geological maps. So first understand what is a geological map. So here there is a map which is a geological map. So why it is called as a geological map? Because here all the geological features are seen, like these are the beds. Okay, there are beds which are M, N, O and P. So there are 4 beds and these dotted lines are the contour lines. So in a geological map you will see all the geological features. So a geological map of a region, okay, it will show the occurrence and distribution of all the features, different features on the surface of the earth. So these geological features are important to know what is the geology of that particular area. So for a civil engineer it is very much essential to know what is the geology of the area. So what type of beds are present, then what is the dip and strike of those beds. So all these information you will get with the help of a geological map. So here first we will start with the basic map, that is a map of horizontal beds. So how do we identify the beds are horizontal or inclined? So this is based on the relation of the bedding planes and contour lines. So let us understand first what is a contour line. So contours are the imaginary lines which are joining the heights of equal elevation. So they are on the map, they are represented with a dotted line always. So these dotted lines on the map, they are the contour lines. So and they are always numbered. So what these number indicates? It indicates the height from mean sea level. So at this line, okay, along this line, the height above mean sea level is 500 meters and along this line height is 400. Like that the contour values will be given. Then the difference between the two successive contours is called as the contour interval. So here this line has a value of 500 meters and this has 400. So difference between these two values is 100 meters. So the contour interval is 100 for this particular map. So this map is a geological map wherein the geological features are shown. So before starting with the map, let us understand what are the points given on the map. So here the first basic thing, that is the north direction. So with respect to north you have to hold the map always. So north, in any map your north should be facing away from you. Then in this corner the scale is also given. So scale is 1 centimeter is 100 meters. So means 1 centimeter on the paper is equal to 100 meters on the ground. So this is given on the map. Then there are beds. So what is a bed? Bed is a layer of the rock. So here there are 4 beds, M, N, O and P. So these are the 4 beds in the given area. Then the contours, okay. So contour, what information it will give you? It will give you the topography of the area. Like here the shape of the contours you can see, they are V shape. So it shows a valley, V-shaped valley. So how do we identify whether it is a hill or a valley? So here you can see the values 200, 300, 400, 500. So the values are increasing away from the center. The least value is at the center and highest value is away from the center. So this represents it is a valley or a hill. So lowest value is at the center. So this shows a valley. So there is a valley. So we are going to draw a cross section along the XY line. So here in this map, the XY line is given, that is X and Y point is given here. You can select the XY line wherever you want to draw the cross section. Now in this map, the XY is already given. So we will join this with the help of a scale. So here I am joining the 2 points X and Y. Okay. Now we are going to draw the cross section along this XY line. So to draw the cross section, first we are going to mark all the points which are on the XY line. So here you can see this is a X point. I'll mark first. Then you can keep a paper on this. Okay, and go on marking all the points. So I have marked first the point X and the point Y here. Okay. Now next we will mark all the contours and the beds. So this is a contour line. Okay, whose value is 600. So we'll write 600 here. Then there is a bedding plane. Okay, so a bed is comprising of two bedding planes, upper bedding plane and lower bedding plane. So here this bedding plane represents the bed N and M. So this side it is N and this side it is M. So I'll write it as MN. Then there is a contour line next. Okay, whose value is 500 meters. Then next again contour 400. Then there is a bed. Okay, that is N by O. Then there is a contour 300 meters. Then there is a bedding plane OP. Okay, then there is a contour. Again there is a contour of 200. Then there is a bed, that is PO, bedding plane. Then again there is a contour whose value is 300 meters. Then there is a bed which is ON. Okay, then 400. Next 500. Then again a bedding plane, that is N by M. And the last contour is 600. So what we did here, we have marked all the points which are coming on the XY line, that is a section line. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to draw a cross section along this line. Okay, so I will take a paper. I have drawn a line here. Okay, so you can draw a line using scale. Okay, so here I'll keep this paper on the XY line. Okay, so you have to keep it, the whatever points we have marked on the XY line, and again plot those points. Okay, and remember X, it should be always XY, don't make it as YX. Okay, always X this side and Y on this side. Then we'll transfer all those points without disturbing it. Okay, again on the XY line. Exactly, we are going to mark all the points again. Okay, now I'll transfer this data again here. This is 500 contours, then 400, then contour 300 meters, then there is a bedding plane of OP 200. Okay, same values I am writing again on the XY line. This is 400. Okay, then this is 500. Then this is a bed NM, and this is the last contour, that is 600. Okay, so I have plotted all the points here. Then we know the scale. Okay, what is the scale? We'll write at this corner. Scale 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. So this is the scale which you have to write here. Next, we will draw the section along XY line. So the scale is 1 centimeter is 100 meter means here the value is 600. So what you will mark? 6 centimeter. Just keep a dot. Then first we'll go on marking all the contours. Okay. So this is 500. So just 5 centimeters. 400. 4 centimeters. Like this. Go on marking all the points on the XY line. This is 200. Then next again 200. Only whatever contour values we are going to plot it here. Just keep the dots. Then this is 600. So we have got all the points we have plotted here. Okay. So now we are going to join all these points with a smooth curve. Remember, we are not going to join with the scale. We are going to draw it with the smooth curve. We are going to join all these points. Okay, so this is the profile of the ground. By seeing the contours on the map, we had told that it is a valley, right? By seeing the contour values and the shape of the contour, we had already guessed it is a valley. Now, here you can clearly see the section when you draw, you get it a valley. Then, so here the values are increasing 4, 5, 6. Then on point X, I will take the next contour and draw a line that is of 7 centimeter. This side also I will do the same 4, 5, 600. Then next will be 700. So I will mark it as 7 centimeter. So on either side I have drawn the line. Now I'll join these 2 points, this side and this side. So the first step is over. That is, we have drawn the section along the XY line. That is the profile of the ground we have drawn. Next task is to draw the beds. That is M, N, O and P. So as I told you, these beds are horizontal because here the contour lines and the bedding planes, they are running parallel to each other. They are not crossing each other. If they cross, that represents the inclined bed. But here the contour and the bedding plane, they are running parallel to each other. So this is a horizontal bed map. So what I will do now, I will transfer all these beds at the top. Okay, so this is the first bed MN. I will transfer here at the top. Then this is NO. Will transfer here. Then OP. Then PO. Then this is ON. And the last one is MN. Yes. So what we did is, we transferred all the beds from the bottom to the top on the XY section. That is a profile. Then these beds are horizontal. So we are going to draw these beds horizontal. So how do we going to do it? So this is same MN. You can see this is MN and this is also NM. Okay, then this is O and N. This is also O and N. Then this is OP and OP. Okay. Now we will draw these 2 points. They will come on the same line. Okay, we are going to draw the horizontal beds. Okay, can you see? Right. Then next is this bed we are going to draw. Okay, then the one more bed. Yes, so this is the map which represents the horizontal beds. So this is MN. So I'll write this is M and the next one is N. Then the next is NO, right? This is NO. This is MN. Okay, you can see this is M, this is N. Then this is N, this is O bed, and the last one is P. Same beds are continuing on the either side. So this is M, N, O and P. So there are 4 beds which are horizontal. Now we are going to write the order of superposition. So what is order of superposition? We are going to now we can see here which is younger and older bed we can identify. So the bed which is at the top, that is the younger bed, and the bed which is at the bottom, that is the older bed. So here M is the younger bed and P is the older bed. So in order of, this is called as order of superposition. Now we are going to represent it in the form of a index. Okay, so there are 4 beds. We are going to represent it here in the index. So these are, we'll make 2 columns, beds and their thickness. Okay, so the first younger bed at the top. So which is the younger, which is at the top? So this is M. Then next is O, then M and O and P. So there are 4 beds, M, N, O and P. Okay. Now how to find the thickness of each bed? So first and last bed will be always unknown. So we cannot find the thickness of the first and last because we don't know the top bed how much thick it was, because here there is a erosion which has taken place and this is formed a valley. So we don't know what is at the top, how much it is, how much thickness of this M bed. So we will write it as unknown. Okay, and the last bed also we don't know the next bedding plane, so we will write it as unknown. Okay, then M and O we can find the thickness. Okay, you can measure it here on the profile. See, it is 202 centimeters. So I'll write the thickness of N bed as 200 meters. Okay, and O bed you can see it is 1 centimeter. You can see. So here the thickness of O is 100 meters. Okay, so this is the index. Now you can represent by using color pencils. For M bed you can give one color. Okay, on the profile also, as well as on the in the index also. So you can represent all these 4 beds with different colors. So that will represent the map in a better way. Now we will write the heading. So this is our geological map 1. So at the center we'll write the heading. Okay. Then what we have drawn is the section along XY. Okay, section along XY line we have drawn. Then what this map represents is horizontal beds. So we will write horizontal beds. So this is the title of the map. This is the this map represents the horizontal beds. Now this you can write here younger, and this bed represents the older bed. Okay, now we are going to describe this map. So while describing, we are going to write the 3 points. Okay, the first point is the topography. Okay, then next we are going to write the geology of the area. Okay, and the last one is the history, geological history. So how to write this, we'll see. So first point we'll discuss, that is topography. So topography means the nature of the ground. Okay, so by seeing the map we are going to write these points. So topography, here we can see the contours. Okay, they are V shape. So this represents a valley. And what is the maximum contour and minimum contour value we are going to write in topography. So this map represents the so here topography we will write it as the contours. Okay, they are equally spaced, so the slope is uniform and gentle. Okay, and this map represents the valley. Okay, and the maximum contour value is 600 meters and the minimum contour is 200 meters. So this we are going to write in topography. Then next we will write the geology of the area. So geology means we are going to write about the beds. So what this map represents? This map represents a single set of or single series of horizontal beds M, N, O and P, right? So this map represents what? There is a single series of beds which is M, N, O and P. Then this wherein the M bed is younger bed and P is the older bed. So this we are going to write in the geology of the area. So here the map represents the single conformable horizontal series of beds M, N, O and P, wherein M is the younger bed and O is the older bed. Then you can write the order of superposition and the thickness is given below. So here you can write the same index once again here. Okay, we are going to write it in the geology of the area by these two columns, beds and thickness. All the beds we will write it. Okay, so here in this geology of the area we are going to write this. Then next is geological history. So here we can tell the history, like so these are the bedded rocks, means obviously they are sedimentary rocks, and we know how sedimentary rocks are formed by the deposition of beds or the layers one above the other. So here we will write it like this, the geological history. So the map during sedimentation, okay, in the area during sedimentation by various geological agencies like wind, water, the deposition took place. Okay, and the bed P was deposited first, and above which the bed O, N and M were deposited one above the other successively. Okay, and due to tectonic activity all beds were uplifted, exposed, and now they are showing the present geological feature. So this we are going to write in history, right? History of the map.